0 o'clock east as a cardinal direction carries a lot of baggage when it comes to European history, and nowhere does that apply more than Poland. Often unfairly labeled backward or poor, Poland has a complex and fascinating story that stretches back centuries. Let's look at the history of Poland and how it has survived against all odds. 023. While Poland's hardships in the 20th century under the Soviets and Nazis are well known, Poland's role as the volleyball of Europe began long before. Despite invasions from various empires, Poland refused to die. Our story starts in the medieval era, with Poland outside of the influence of the Roman and Holy Roman Empires. 053. In the year 966, Poland went Catholic and began to expand. Boleslaw gained the independence of Poland by establishing its own church government. The state then unified between his sons, and for centuries disunity plagued the monarchy. This church was heavily involved in forming the culture of Poland, with early signs of nationalism already existing. 153. Back in the 13th century, Poland became the haven for persecuted Jews because of protective laws given by Boleslaw, which were then extended by King Kazimierz III. Kazimierz unified the political machinery in Poland, establishing its first university and extending its territories. In 1386, a personal union between Poland and Lithuania marked a turning point in the history of Poland. 252. That union with Lithuania propelled both states, irrespective of, especially following the Battle of Grunwald in 1410 against the Teutonic Knights, into a different league. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth that came into being in 1569 was one of the largest, most diverse states in Europe, with its own federal monarchy and elected kings. It stood out for its progressive government at a time when centralized monarchies dominated Europe. 419. But it was Poland's decentralized system that ultimately proved its Waterloo. In the 1700s, neighboring empires including Russia, Prussia, and Austria took advantage of the various political weaknesses of Poland. The infamous liberum veto allowed any noble to block decisions in the parliament, making governance impossible. 519. In the 18th century, the Poles' neighbors partitioned Poland, and in 1795 it disappeared as an independent state. Yet the Polish soul was not dead. During the 19th century, Poland's population revolted and wrote poetry, whereas through art and culture, it continued declaring the existence of a nation. 621. After the First World War, Poland reappeared onto the map only to find itself immediately in conflict with both the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. In the course of World War II, Poland suffered greatly at the hands of the Holocaust and under Nazi occupation. Yet there was heavy resistance on behalf of the Poles, and the country played an important role in the war effort. 731. After the Second World War, Poland became one of the orbit states of the Soviet Union, but the Church, especially with the election of Pope John Paul II, became the main instrumental agent in cohesively rallying the people of Poland against communism. In the 1980s, the movement called Solidarity took over the Vatican and the West against the communist government and ushered in a new era for Poland. 801 Polish history is full of distinctive challenges and experiments, but through it all is the resilience of the country. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the Culture and Lifestyle channel for more interesting stories about the world's cultures and histories.